Welcome to the Heal Yourself podcast, where we dive deep into all things healing. I'm Denise, a speech language pathologist and a self-love coach for adults and teens.
And I'm Kira, a traditional naturopath and functional nutritionist, and we're here to guide you through the transformative process of healing your body, mind, and soul.
From the latest in functional medicine to nurturing your relationship with yourself, healing trauma, and even transforming your money story, we're here to empower you with the knowledge and tools to create lasting change.
So whether you're looking to heal physically, emotionally, or spiritually, join us as we explore the many paths to wholeness and wellness. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Heal Yourself podcast. You have Kira today, and I am joined by special guest Yvette, who I'm actually going to have her introduce herself to you guys. So welcome, Yvette.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate coming on your show, Kira. It is so exciting to be talking to you. My name is Yvette Farinha. I am a mindset manifesting coach, and I very specifically work with female entrepreneurs, creatives, coaches, light workers, healers, all of those around money mindset and money blocks and manifesting and all the magical things. So we're going to be diving a little deeper into money mindset today and just talk about all the money mindset things and how it can help you in your business and your life, whether you are in business or whether you are in a job. We all need to touch upon our money mindset, right?
Yeah, I think that's a huge, an important reminder for everyone listening. If they're like, oh, I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm not a business owner, it doesn't matter. This episode is going to be relevant to you because we all have issues with money for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, tell me, because I ask everyone the same question, but how did you get here? Because you didn't come out of the womb saying, this is what I'm going to do for a living. So there's obviously a story.
Right, there's a story. So way back when my twins were born, I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, all the things. And just going through from doctor to doctor to doctor, I finally hit on a neuropath who said to me, girl, you don't love yourself. I'm like, what? What do you mean I don't love myself? And for the first time ever, someone explained to me about how you talk to yourself, your beliefs about yourself. And I was fascinated, dived into it. At the time, had no idea what a life coach was. And I just knew I needed to teach other women how to climb out of their hole. And I started teaching empowerment coaching to women, self-confidence and all the things. And fast forward to 2021, my granny, that has been the dearest love soul mate of my life, she passed away unexpectedly, and it just absolutely knocked me. And I started just thinking back about her life and, you know, how she was doing things. And she forever struggled with money. There was never a time when it was just easy. It was always hard and it was a struggle. And I then started looking at family and generations and realized this was a pattern. And I was really struggling. No matter what business I was in, I was really struggling. It was hard. It was really hard to actually make money, consistent money especially. So I started diving into the money mindset. And it just fascinated me how something as simple as changing a mindset and a belief pattern can really break free and just explode your mind into possibilities for your life you never, ever even dreamt of. So that's a tiny little nutshell. But that's just been my passion ever since. She really drives me from the other side, I must say.
Aw, I love that. Well, and I'm over here shaking my head vigorously, like, yes, because
Yeah.
it was patterns that emerged for me. It was actually Denise, my co-host, who's not here today, who opened me up to just the concept of money mindset. I'll never forget years ago when we were doing a program together, she's like, you have money mindset issues. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
And it was so true. And then I started looking at generational patterns and I was like, oh, yes, we do have money issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said something when we first got on the call before we started recording, and I thought this was powerful. This ripples into every aspect of our life. Sometimes people think, okay, I've got these money mindset issues. Great. I'm going to resolve those and my finances are going to be better. But it can ripple into your health, into your relationships, into so many other things. I'm putting you on the spot here, but do you want to speak about that at all?
100%. That is why I love doing money mindset, and I combined it with manifesting, and I combined it with energetic work as well. So it's not just one aspect, because how you think about yourself, whether it is my possibility of making money, my possibility of losing weight, the possibility of attracting a romantic partner, great relationships, anything that you really want to manifest comes from the mind. And when you start working on body issues, relationship issues, money issues, it is going to empower you to start thinking and feeling differently about everything in your life, right? So when I started really feeling better in my body, suddenly it's, oh, I have energy for my business. I really want to help people because my mind was a healthier environment. So it doesn't really matter what aspect you work on, it will absolutely ripple into every single part of your life, for
Yeah.
sure. Manifesting, it just manifests throughout. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, for those that don't even know what money mindset is, because the first time I heard the term from Denise, again, I was like, I don't like money's okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
How is me
yeah,
thinking differently about money going to change my financial situation? So
yeah.
tell us what money mindset is for those that are like clueless.
Yeah, great, great question. I just love it. So if you think of your mind as a program, a computer, right? We all say the brain is like a computer. It has been programmed to think a certain way. So this goes into your subconscious mind from a very young age, childhood. You see your parents do things with money and how they show up. You listen to them, how they speak about money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are snobs. You have to work really hard to make money. You go and get that degree and go and make money, right? The society also dictates. And it starts reprogramming in your subconscious mind as your truth, right? It's not necessarily a universal truth. It is your truth that gets programmed. And that programming runs the show. We've heard so often subconscious mind runs 95, 98% of the show, which literally manifests from the subconscious mind. And when you start looking at your particular mindset, your thoughts about money, the possibility for you, how much you can make, are you good enough? Are you worthy enough? Those kind of very sneaky beliefs, those beliefs form an emotion in your body, which is a frequency, right? Thoughts are frequency. The device you are watching or listening on, everything is a frequency, same as money. So the thoughts create a frequency in your body of an emotion, which then turns into, determines what type of action you take, which is then the reality that you're going to manifest. So if you keep thinking money is hard to make, rich people are snobs, you definitely will struggle making money. I remember as a young child, my mom looking at a lady, and we were seriously lower middle class, right? There was nothing fancy. We just got by. We had food on the table. And I remember her looking at this lady who was just dressed to the T, super, super smart. And I remember her whispering under her breath, rich bitch.
Oh,
And as a youngster, oh, I know, right?
mm-hmm.
And as a youngster, I remember looking up at my mom going, wow, she really doesn't like that lady. Subconsciously, what happened, I formed a belief right there and then that please do never, I never, ever, ever want to be rich because my mother will not
Yep.
like me.
Yep.
And it was such a deep belief to unravel just going through the mindset that I actually get goosebumps to this day. I just think of it so often, how silly little things that were said as a child It could be an uncle, it could be a teacher, it could be the parent, because you really look up to them as an authority figure. How silly little things form in your subconscious mind. And when you grow up and you struggle, you have no idea why.
Mm-hmm.
So to sit down and really think of those beliefs can really help you in such a powerful way, just to shift your reality and then shift your identity accordingly, according to whatever goals you want to manifest.
Yeah, it's funny because mine wasn't the same as that, but it was similar in the sense that I heard the money doesn't grow on trees, and you have champagne taste on a beer budget. That was a big one. But then also, when we did see wealthy people, it was more of those people are greedy. So I started to associate, well, if you have an abundance of money, you're greedy, you don't donate, you don't give back. So therefore, I don't want to make money and be greedy. And then there were also beliefs formed. I know other healers listening to this are going to be raising their hands, but if I'm a healer, if I'm supposed to be helping the world, I shouldn't be charging. I should be helping everyone for free.
There is that witch wound coming up, right? Like, I'm natural at this. I can't be charging for my gifts. I can't do that. It's such a powerful mindset. Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. And then it doesn't
Absolutely.
serve you. And then you wonder why you're not making money. It's like, well, I can't work for free. There are bills to pay, there are things to do. And then I discovered, I mean, thankfully, through this mindset work of like, when you don't pay attention. And it's true. When I get stuff gifted to me, free courses, this and that, I have so many sitting, just collecting
So,
dust.
how many workshops do you sign up for? Your free 5-day workshops. I'm like, yes, I'm going to so do this.
And I
You
never do
don't.
it. Or I tune into
Yeah,
day one and I'm like,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. No, sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
true.
Well, for those listening, how do you start to shift those beliefs? Like, let's say someone has the belief that wealthy people are greedy, or that money is unsafe, or even just the simple, I grew up in a poor family, I've never witnessed money, so how do I even get to that place of what it looks like to have abundance?
Yeah, absolutely. I would honestly say the very first step is to bring awareness to your thoughts around money and creating money and holding on to money, because very often people create money and then it just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a very sneaky belief there. I always call it the but below the desire. The desire, as in the goal, the dream, all these big, beautiful things that we always dream about. If you can write down your goal, let's say, for example, you would love to make 10K a month. And you're like, yes, let's go. You write your goal on a piece of paper and give your mind like 2 seconds to catch up. And it's going to start firing with thoughts. And I want you to write down every single thought. The but below the desire. I wanted to make 10K a month. Yes, but I don't have enough skill. Yes, but I'm not good enough. That will be great, but I don't have a big enough audience, or people don't buy from me. All the things,
It's
just
going to take
loads
too
of,
much time. It's going to take too much effort.
oh,
Yeah.
yes, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny. It's just all the things, right? The
Mm-hmm.
government. There's so many. Take the time to do this, because it will really shine a light on what your beliefs are. And there's so many times that we just little hamsters on a wheel, right? You're just in default mode and you don't take the time to really understand what cookie your brain is cooking up. And it just offers up all these thoughts and you go, oh, okay, that must be true because my brain told me. It's like Google, right? It must be true. I have this horrible disease. Don't see anything as truth. I want you to question every single one of those thoughts. Question it. Ask, is this a universal truth? Am I really not good enough to make this money? Is it truth for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
That's the universal truth. Can we take this truth to court and argue it?
Yeah.
Because if Oprah can be dirt poor and have a horrible upbringing and then really shift through that into a billionairess that just lights up the world with her energy, I think that you're not good enough, this one's not good enough, I don't know enough, it's too hard, you can really start unraveling those truths. That is such a powerful way to shift a belief really fast. And then the third thing, what I would do is to clear the energy physically in your body, because it carries a vibrational energy. That belief is going to start manifesting. So if you can clear it, in my money mindset program is EMCA. I teach people very much rapid EFT. I teach them Ho'oponopono, breath work, shadow work, all the beautiful things so that we can shift that identity. But it starts with awareness. I think that is power. Just to take 5 minutes for yourself and just to write down your beliefs about money and what you are capable of doing.
Yeah. That awareness, it's funny because I feel like awareness comes up in almost every episode we do, because in every aspect of your life, in order to start the healing journey, you have to create awareness. If you just continue with these patterns over and over of, oh, these rich people, they suck. Okay, well, you've got to figure out, why do you think that? And is, like you said, universally true. Every rich person out there is greedy. There's plenty that are donating. So yeah, exactly.
Plenty, for sure, plenty. And I feel people are, especially spiritual people and healers, they are so scared to make a lot of money, because I don't want to become someone that is greedy or that looks down on people. And I often tell my clients, money just amplifies who you are. If you are a good person and you have a lot of money, you're going to do a lot of good with that money. That will amplify. Again, just the mindset. It's just a thought. It's a truth that you decide to believe. And it's an excuse. It's the but. It's the but below your desire.
Yeah. Let's briefly touch on the frequency piece, because sometimes people hear manifestation, not me, but other people, are like, it doesn't work. It's woo woo. You're telling me if I just start to shift my beliefs around money, I can make more money. I know it to be a truth. You know it to be a truth. But for our people who are not quite believers, can you speak to that a little bit?
So just to understand, you want me to speak to the frequency of manifesting?
Yeah, or even the idea that truly changing your mindset and your frequency around money can bring you more abundance.
Yeah. I feel that if you are constantly in worry about money, fearful about money, thinking about the lack of money, you are honestly putting out a frequency of lack and fear and worry. And this is where the law of attraction comes in. Like attracts like, right? This frequency is going to attract this frequency. And that is when you, boom, manifest all the things. So if you have a really awesome desire and it's just it feels so impossible, but oh my gosh, your soul is pulling you towards this manifestation. For example, the 10K month we're talking about, but you are constantly thinking about the lack. You do not believe that money is a loyal partner. You are forever worried like money is going to come in and then it's going to disappear, very much like a romantic relationship. So you have this needy kind of thing. Money, don't go, please come. Where are you? Are you cheating on me? Right? All the things. And you are just going to be attracting more of that because of the frequency of that belief. Like literally emanates from your body and into the world, whether it is you are in a job or a business, attracting clients, asking for the raise, whatever it is. If you go ahead and ask for a raise and secretly like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough, he's going to hate it, there's no way it's going to happen, you are probably going to be attracting more of that. The same with money. That frequency is so powerful that when people start understanding that the thought itself is such a powerful frequency, you're going to be changing those thoughts really quickly. And when you start on this journey, it's so lovely to see people that really start understanding it's almost like an addictive emotion that you have in your body, right? Because that is just your default. My addictive emotion was irritation. And I would very quickly get irritated and angered, and things aren't going right. And why is this not working? And now you could really, you start to understand, oh, awareness, right? This is going on in my body. And the more I feel this, the more irritation I attract. I'll have traffic jams, and I'll have internet issues, and I'll have tech issues, and I'll fight with my best friend, and all the things. And the minute you just start changing who you are being, it is an identity shift. Let me do it from love. Let me see if I can just attract money with love instead of with my head going, how do I do this? How do I get the next client? When you do it with love, who can I serve today? Who can I deeply help with a problem today? Not because I want money from it, but because I want to help another human being. That is such a powerful frequency. I feel love and gratitude is so side by side. A gratitude, for example, I don't want to look at my bank account because there's only $2 in it. But you know what? You've got $2 in your bank account. That is amazing. If you aren't grateful for the $2, why would the universe send you more? You're not going to be grateful for more.
Yeah.
To show the universe that you're grateful for that. That is the frequency that you want to put out and attract people that way.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a beautiful explanation. And it's funny because I talk to my clients about this, not from a money perspective, but from a health. Not saying that you can just manifest your way to a healthy body. There are things that you have to do, but it's the same thing. If you're constantly berating your body and saying, oh my gosh, I hate how I look, these symptoms, you're going to be attracting that right back to you.
100%. Right. Your body responds to that. You know, there's that water test, and I can't even remember the poor guy's name now, to give him credit, where he has the 2 glasses of water, and the one he put, right, the one that's like all these negative things about it, and the one is beautiful things, and how it crystallizes in different ways. Very simple. It is quantum physics. It's not all just woohoo energy, let's butterflies and unicorns. It is real. It has been scientifically tested. So how you constantly speak to yourself about everything, or I'm good enough, worthy enough, whatever enough, would you speak to your best friend that way? Would you speak to your little child that way? Never. We're really harsh on ourselves, and we don't realize how it manifests in every aspect. And then we just don't know why. Now you do know why.
Now you know why, so go take action.
Yeah.
Well, anything else that you feel like we didn't cover that you need to share today? And you may not, and that's okay too.
No, sure. Oh my gosh, I could go on for hours. I think when it comes to business specifically, and you know what, even if you have a normal job, honestly, if you start looking at very specific money blocks, for example, in my program I mentioned earlier, EMCA, we look at specific money blocks as in the fear of success. That's a really big one. The fear of failure, fear of visibility, imposter syndrome. There's so many money blocks that, again, we're just not aware of, that really, really dampens our growth and our expansion in money. And when you start diving deeper and deeper into it, and you start bringing awareness around it, and you start questioning all these things, and especially when you start working energetically with clearing, the beautiful thing is that money becomes a guide, like a spirit guide, because it is so powerful in the energetic realm, and it becomes spiritual. It is not a 3D piece of paper or a coin anymore. You really have a spiritual relationship with it. And through the awareness, through the energetic clearing, all the things, you start empowering your intuition, which is such a beautiful thing when you can start channeling messages for yourself and start getting guidance from yourself instead of outward guidance, right? Outside validation. how to make money, how to attract, how to create. And it becomes such a beautiful feminine energy from creation instead of this masculine energy of go, 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 go. The masculine is great because that is the doing, that is the action. But you first want to use your feminine creativity from your intuition, really tap into the wisdom of your body, the wisdom of your soul, the wisdom of the universe to find guidance, and then start taking action, creating money and creating more, and really activating the codes of abundance, happiness, love, joy, all the abundance, not just physical money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so much more than that. Oh,
Yeah.
well, if someone is wanting to find you, let's say on social media, what's the best place to look?
I am YouTube. I've been doing
Mm.
tons and tons of videos on YouTube. Yvette Farinha. Facebook and Instagram is a great, great, great place. And I really would love to introduce your audience to this concept of proving to them that they can manifest in 24 hours or less. So I have a test that they can take. It's going to take you about 6 minutes to go through it. It is really, really amazing. And I would love everyone just to reach back out and let us know what it is that they manifested, because I give them very specific things and I take you through a specific process that you then can use with anything. It is that simple. And I'm going to tell you 24 hours or less, man. I've had people within couple of minutes come back to me saying, oh my word, I can't believe I just did the thing. And that is so exciting. That just really shows you how powerful you are as a creator when you just open your mind, you expand your mind a little bit to the possibilities, and how you can blow your own mind with what you can achieve in life with that. So I would love to gift your audience that as well.
Yes, yes, guys, this will be in the show notes. I'm excited for me. Hey.
Yeah.
But yes, all of this will be in the show notes for you guys. Yeah, this was such a good episode. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're so welcome. It was so exciting to talk to you and to bring, as you were saying, mind, body, and soul together. It's amazing how it just all interlinks. It's a spider web of everything. It's so amazing. Thank you. Thank you. It was really special. Thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know what to do. Leave us a review, shoot us a message on Instagram, let us know what else you want to hear about, and we'll see you on the next episode.